Hey YouTube, this is People Generation. I had a subscriber ask me to, some time ago, back during the summer, I did a cover of Joan Jett's You Drive Me Wild. Well, he asked me how to play the chorus of it, but I think since it's so easy, I'm just going to show you how to play the whole damn song. Okay, now the song is in it's in the key of E, and it's tuned standard in E, so you need to tune up to E standard. The first thing you're going to do, the song opens up with an E5 chord, which basically you're going to leave the low string open and have these two strings fretted, the A and the D on the second fret fretted. Okay, but since there is something else you have to do in the opening of the song, I'd suggest that you kind of play it like this. Kind of hold it with the tips of your two fingers, kind of like the first time you ever learned to play that chord, instead of doing it like this. So, you know, kind of play it like this, and after you play that, after you do it twice, on the third time you're gonna bend this the low E on the third fret, so it's gonna be. And after you do that bend, you're gonna hit the B and E, the high B, the B and high E strings. You're gonna hit them open. So the whole thing is. That's kind of slower, but when you play it at the speed, if you play it like they did in the Runaways, it was a little faster. So it's like. That's the opening of it, and when it goes into the verse, there's not much, but if you just want to kind of, you know, listen to the song, figure out the timing. In the first verse, there's not much guitar going on. You can just do the palm muted E, the E5. Then it's gonna do after the last time of that, it's going to go to you're gonna do a quick 3-note ride on the low E string. It's just you just go from the second to the fourth fret, hitting each note twice. So all in all, to play the whole song, so far up to the, that's the pre-chorus. That's up to the pre-chorus is this. And then it goes into the chorus, where it's singing "You Drive Me Wild." What you're gonna do is you're gonna fret the 7th and 9th fret on the E, the low E and the A string, making a B chord. That's think it's a B, like a B5 chord, the B5 power chord. Now what you're going to want to do when you're playing that chord is you're going to do an old 12 bar blues shuffle. So instead of just playing, you're going to take your pinky and you're going to hammer it up to the, actually that's not the 7th and the 9th, it's the 5th and the 7th where that B5 power chord is. Actually, it's an A5. Never mind. That doesn't matter. The point is, you play it up here, 5th and 7th. Then you're going to take your pinky, and on that A string, you're going to hammer it onto the 9th while you play it. So it's going to, instead of it being, it's going to go, and then it's going to slide down to an E5, to the E5 again, but you're just going to, and you're gonna, that same, it's just the 2nd fret on the A string fretting, on the A string fretting, and then with that, with your middle finger, you're gonna hammer up to the 4th fret on the A string, so it's back up to the A, and then you're gonna finish it out with a C power chord, I believe. That doesn't matter though. I think it's a, I don't care what it is. Anyway, you're gonna finish it up with just the power chord on the 7th and 9th frets, with your pointer finger on the E on the 7th, your middle finger on the, or your ring finger on the 9th fret of the A string, and then your pinky is going to be on the 5th above it, on the 9th fret of the D string. So it's, so the whole chorus is this. Then it goes back to the intro. And that's the basic rhythm for the song. If you want to do the lead stuff, when in the pre-chorus, when there's just the that's I can't remember if that's on the one I did or not. It probably is, but that's how it was in the when the Runaways did the original song. So it's basically gonna go. You're just gonna hit the on your G string, 7th fret. You're just gonna hammer from the 7th to the 9th, and then vibrato, and then and also in the chorus. This is for those who want to do the lead. If you're playing with a band, while they're doing the after that little chord is done twice. While that's going on, there's a bit of a, basically you're just from the 7th on the D string, you're pulling off down to the 5th, and then hitting the 5th fret on the A string below it. And when you're doing that, you're just doing that same pull off, but you're doing it twice on the string below it. Then it goes back to the right before that power chord, you can hear the lead going. So basically, I'm going to combine the rhythm and the lead with this one. So the chorus is all. And if you want to kind of instead of doing it like that, you can do it like. You can just kind of bend it up like that, although if it was the first time doing it, I would recommend you just do the. And then the solo starts out with a. You hear Joan Jett do you hear Joan Jett scream, and basically the solo is it's all in pentatonics. It's in E. Pentatonics in basically the E scale. And you're gonna do pentatonics in the 7th position. I believe it's an A minor pentatonic. It's probably not, but it's all the whole solo is in pentatonic scales. So you want to brush up on the pentatonics if you want to learn if you want to do it with some correctness, which I mean, if you're playing in a band, don't try and do it like they do. If you know your pentatonics well enough, which they're fairly simple, you can improvise the main part of the big part of the solo, which the solo basically starts out with a big bend on the G string on the 2nd fret, and then each subsequent note is brought down. But if you want to give it a lot of flash, 1, use an overdrive. 2, use pinch harmonics with it. So. Then you're gonna open it. Then on the D 2nd, then open again. So that whole thing is. And then you're gonna bring it up. You're gonna do an old Chuck Berry type slur, kind of a double stop, over and over again up to the 12th. So it's going to be that, the whole, so far it's, and then you can just do kind of improvised bends in that E major pentatonic in the 12th position. Then you're going to do a double stop bend at the, it's going to be on the 14th fret of the G and B strings, then bringing it down 2 frets to the 12th on the same string. and that's just improvising on your pentatonic scale. And then the rest of the solo is so basically it's just sliding up to the, then hitting the 15th fret on the G, the B and E, and then doing that slur again, and then it's just kind of going back and forth. Then you slide up to the, then you just do the B on the 12th, to the 16th on the B, to the 14th on the E, to the 17th on the high E. So basically, the entire solo is gonna be this. And then it just kind of goes to, there's a break where there's some moaning from Joan Jett. Oh yeah. And then it just goes back to, and you go through that whole chorus again. And you run through the, then there's one more verse. And then it's gonna finish out with back to the chorus. I mean the opening. And you let that open ring out. The end is just. So I hope that helped you. If it didn't, if you still are a little fuzzy on it, contact me and I'll try and help you out with it. But that's basically how to play "You Drive Me Wild" by Joan Jett. It's a very, very, very good song. Really classic rock kind of feel. Classic bluesy rock kind of feel with all the double stops that are in the guitar solo. Doesn't matter if it's our currently guitarist doing it or if it was Lita Ford in the Runaways. So I hope this helped you. If you want to know any more about how to play any of the songs I've covered or what, just send me a message or whatever. And I hope you have fun with this one. Have a lot of fun with this. It's one of my favorite tracks. Just kind of cut loose with and warm up with. It's a good little get you into it. Get you into really good hard rock music. Really punky type music. If you need if you get any other questions, comment on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you guys next time.